Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Hey, morning guys, welcome back to another episode of Ken's Fishing. Beautiful sunrise this morning. It's just gone 5:30 and we're definitely not in winter anymore. Water's looking absolutely machine, stunning. Yeah, no, it's much brighter, much earlier already. Days are longer and more fishing time for us. So join us this morning. We're fishing at Marina Beach and I'm with Derek. Derek, how are you? How's it going?
Hey, well, man, well. Hey, morning, people.
Nice cap you got there.
Yeah, thanks to Lucky's, and hey, they donated us some hooks and some floats as well. So, hey, thank you guys. And hey, I need to say thank you to Brendan as well for servicing my reel. You did a lovely job, man. Hey, it's working well.
Ah, that's awesome, man. Thanks. And yeah, Ziad and his team looking after us there. The shirt's also from Ziad at Lucky's Manaba. Adam, you know, Adam's always willing to help, give advice and go out of his way to make sure that we've got the right tackle and stuff. So go see the guys at Manaba and they'll look after you. So, and of course, these are my own shorts. This is my brand, Ken's Fishing. Not available yet, but we're working on something. So enough modeling, let's get fishing, man.
Yeah.
Okay, the setup this morning, I'm using this Pentagon medium HMG. It's 14-foot stick. You've seen the stick before, and I'm paired it with my SL50. This I'm going to try and slide out a bait as soon as we get some live bait this morning. We'll try for some shad, if not some carrows or whatever's available. And then I'm going to use this stick I showed you guys last week, that Assassin Zero Spin, the extra heavy. It's an 11-foot stick, and on here I'm going to just flick out a couple of paddle tails and try and catch something on a artificial lure, stick bait, whatever, you know. So yeah, that's that rod I showed you guys last week. Very lucky little rod, again from Lucky's Manaba. Speak to Adam if you're looking for any tackle, guys. We're sharing a rock with Rowan. Rowan's in the back there. Lucky we've just met this morning, so if you see him in the background, that's Rowan, and he's kind enough to share the spot with us this morning. What's in the box? I have quite a lot of requests from guys asking me to show them what sort of tackle I keep in my box. I'll just show you briefly what's in here today. I'm pairing this rod with my Daiwa BG 4500. It's a lacquer in between reel, this, and I've got on here 35-pound braid and a leader line of 0.655. Okay, 4500 Daiwa BG. There we go, there's the specs. I'm sure you know these reels. 7 bearings, nice strong retrieve on it, smooth. I've had it for about a year or so, and I really enjoy using that. So what do we have in the box this morning? Okay, I must warn you, it's not very neat, not like Darren's one, but nevertheless. So a couple of my favorite hooks and that. I'm going to try these BKK circles on that livey that I was talking about sliding out earlier on. I always have these as well, these 3-way swivels. The size is the 3x4s. strong. Guys, you don't have to go for the very expensive brand. These are just as good. I feel like I'm talking too fast, sorry. Mustard big gun number 2s is what we catch most of our bronze bream on. And then sometimes I use the ringed chinu 2.0 as well. That's just a little bit bigger. It's a 4, 5, 6. Oh, and these two, I love these tuna circle mustard hooks, 6.0s. I caught that kingy on that, and some guys prefer to use the black. I know you're supposed to use them for different fish and that, but you know, we try and keep it simple and just use hooks. What else we got here? A couple of these clips for liveys, some of these floats that we use when I'm making a scratching trace, some cotton, got a bucktail jig here, those dingles, a couple of traces that I've made up already, and some of my favorite lures that I like to spin with. Another bucktail jig, stick baits. Shad love these. Maybe I'll flick this out this morning. And of course, GT plug, must have. Toby spoons, a couple of them. Yeah, as I said, not very neat. And of course, you need some protection. The lips, some sinkers there underneath. Pair of scissors, which you're gonna use just now. Cell phone. Oh yeah, Darren got me these the other day. Ripple shad. So guys were asking what colors to use and when and how do you know. See, that's got a black stripe on it and it's sort of white. So the theory or the rule of thumb is the lighter the water, use the light paddle tails. The darker the water, use the darker ones. So you see I've got sort of like a browny color, so the water's much lighter, we won't use this. This would work this morning. This pearl color, awesome. I think I'm gonna just stick with this because it's got the jig head on already. I used it the other night at Sandspit. Unfortunately we weren't successful there, and it was nice just to get out anyway. So some jig heads, more jig heads, some leader line. I've been enjoying this Kingfisher 0.655 leader. It's not hard, it's a nice softer feel to it, and it's strong, you know. Some more protection, some sunblock. This thing here I haven't used yet. You know, you've got to make traces and then you put them in this bag here. So I'll get to that one day. What else we got here? Oh, fishing license, all important. I've actually got 3 because I lost the one and then I found it and realized it hadn't expired. So I got one in my van, one in my bag, and the other one has got crayfish and mussels and mollusks, that kind of thing. A couple of ready-made traces, some shad traces. This grapnel I think is already rigged for, I can use this today. Yeah, it's got a circle on there, so I think I'll use that. And I think there's a bronzy trace in here already, all rigged up as well. Sorry guys, I know it's very untidy. Darren must be saying unacceptable. This gadget here, you know those bars that you get to put on all your leader and your line and that kind of thing? I think that's for that. I need to sort that out too. Got some cable tie, and then these leaders from Brendan. I've got one on leaders. I've actually got one on my SL50 already. Very strong leader setup. Yeah, that's Brendan that does our reel services. And he looks after us there. I think that's basically it. Some more leader, not bad. Yeah man, let me put one of these traces on and we'll catch you in the water. Let's go get some fresh water for the live bait. That looks like a good point there. Stand off that rock. Don't really feel like getting wet this morning. Well, the temperatures are lekker. Not cold. It's actually 20 degrees or so already this morning, and we're supposed to have an easterly wind direction, but it's already changing to a west, so that could do, just down here for a little bit, that could do two things. Could flatten the sea lekker for us, and just makes the conditions more favorable. West is best, but nevertheless man, we had to have some fun. So high tide is already high tide. No lie, high tide is at 6:45, so that's in the next half an hour or so. It's pushing lekker already, and let's go catch those liveys man. Made us a Christmas tree trace, so it's just a lot of hooks, 1 2 3, not that many, and a 3-ounce sink at the bottom. Just put some sardine on each one of these hooks. And some cotton on. Keep the hook proud. I reckon that west is, or that wind's changed direction. I can feel it, Derek.
Yeah, it's starting to change, yeah.
And all of a sardine, it's getting a bit cooler. All on this rock it is. Down there when I went to get that water, it's quite pleasant. Quite high up on the rocks here, and getting a bit breezy. You'll be happy to know I brought my own cloth today, Dick.
I put a fresh one in last night.
Oh, lekker.
Yes, I don't know what happened. Yeah, but
So I'm just going to throw it in the front there, in the right, in that pool then.
Pull one out in the front.
Okay, shot.
Not the big one.
Alrighty then. It's an overkill, I know, but I don't bring any other smaller rods, so this will do. Let's just chuck over here. Front. Got something. Pinky. Okay. Let's start. Usually cast these out and not slide them out. So if we don't get any better, we'll cast this one out. I'm sure we'll get bigger fish now. Hey, first fish for the morning.
last week.
Yeah, but this one will have to cast him out, not slide him out.
I won't come off.
Yeah. Nice little healthy pinky there. Chuck him in the live bait box. If we can get a better live bait. Gotta be very fast with these guys. To the bump. The bump. There we go. Yeah. Another one. Yep. So there's probably a shoal of pinkies in the front here. And when these guys are around, it dominates. You won't get carrows now and blacktail. But let's check anyway. Another pinky.
You're the pinky king.
Ah, pinky king. Bait is still okay. I'm gonna just chuck it back in. Another one, I think. Yep. So I think I must make a plan. Cast one of them out. This one's a bit bigger. Huh? Cop bait, you reckon? Cast out though, eh? Yeah. So I'm gonna have to change my trade. Cast him out. Shot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change from a sliding trace to a casting out trace deck because it's
Pinky there.
there's just pinkies here in the front. I'm gonna stick with the slide trace. There is a pinky out of the three there that's sort of bigger and good enough to slide out. We're worried if we cast that pinky out, he might die, you know. Not a very hardy fish. So let's go and cast this grapnel out first, and then we'll hook up with our slide train. Just make sure we're not gonna have any issues here. Okay. So I got a 8-ounce grapnel with the ring attached, and then we're gonna, once we finish casting it out, we'll let it settle in the water and we'll slide our pinky out. Seen us do this using this excuse me, non-return slide. By the way, we've had our second Javas, we've had our second Pfizer shots almost 2 weeks ago, and yeah, that's the choices that we've made, to be vaccinated, and we still obviously follow all the protocol and stay safe, man, as best you can, eh? Okay, now it's gonna be a mission to catch that carol, pinky rather. Let them settle down. And how's that? He volunteered. Behind there. Okay, let's go. Let's gonna be a mission with the small fish, I know, but it's the only liveys we got to work with this morning. So let's make it work, man. Always remember that this must face the direction that you're going to slide your live bait. There he goes. That water help this little pinky out before we start shaking too much. Long bumps first, long strides, let it swim out, then more vigorous, quicker shakes, lots of those, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots, drag. Bring us a cob now. Tail that I showed you on, that I showed you earlier on. Just go give it a flick. See. Nice deep water, yeah. Said spinning is easy. Yo, you've got to cast and cast and cast until you hook up, eh? And for some reason or other, this morning's very slow. That's why you want a nice light setup if you are going to spin. And this reel and rod setup works. You can cast this thing a dozen times and you don't get tired in a hurry. You'll be happy to know I'm using one of these clips. You know, so if you want to change your lures, it's just clip on, clip off, clip on. I'm going to use the stick bait. The shad seemed to smoke it. As easy as that. Saves time and yeah, it works, man. Something about this fishing that appeals to me. Fishing off a higher cliff and down into the ocean, deep water with artificial lures. I like this, man. I've decided I'm gonna cast that pinky, one of these pinkies out, and I've put a 4/0 circle hook and I've got a 3-ounce sinker as well. The hook snoot on the hook snoot is about 400 in length, and the sinker is the same length. You want them the same because when you're casting, you want both of these to travel together through the air, so you don't have one pulling the other, especially with a live little pinky on. So let's cable tie that pinky on and cast it out. You've seen me doing this before with mullets and carrows. I'll try it with a pinky now. So above the eye there is a cavity, and this passes through that cavity. Easy as that. And this one gets attached to your hook. Second one goes through the other cable tie and then tight onto the hook, as tight as you can. Cut these off. So the idea here is one is carrying the hook and one is carrying the fish. Less pressure on the fish when you're going to cast it out. Also stay alive longer in the water. I think I'm going to cast it out on that end there. Let's go give it a cast. Okay, little Pinky, bring us a cob, man. Not a hard cast, guys, just a gentle cast over the wave if you can. Like that. That's perfect. Now we wait for that hookup. So why do you like fishing so much? For me, it's the peace and quiet, being out here. Besides the thrill of catching a fish, you know, the hookup, when the fish takes the bait and you're gonna set the hook and then it's on, the fight's on. Besides that thrill, I love the peace and quiet, the tranquility of being out here. The sea, the sound of the sea, the smell of the sea, and I enjoy, although we fish with, well, I fish with Darren and Derek and my dad sometimes. We're not, I mean, Derek's on the far end now as we speak, and we're not in each other's spaces, you know. So you're still fishing together, but you're alone, type of thing. I'm really in the slack of it. Okay. So I've been fishing from the age of 4. I caught my first little fish in the Kulu River. I grew up in Port Shepstone, born and grew up in Port Shepstone, and I've been fishing since 4. I did a bit of scuba back in the day when I was just out of school, and man, I've always been swimming. Every single school holiday we had, it's always been along the coast somewhere. Besides when I visit my grandparents inland, even then when we went inland, I fished at dams and caught bass and tilapia and even frogs. So I really enjoy all things fishing, and for me, I wouldn't give it up for anything, nothing. I encourage people to fish, even if you're not gonna get the serious tackle and you just want a little rod, and just to experience it. It's really something else. And when you catch a fish, oh, sorry for you, you'll be hooked for life. So fortunately I have a supporting wife and family that support my hobby, because it is a hobby, really speaking. And whenever we can go out together, we do. But yeah, so that's basically why I like fishing. It'd be nice if you can catch some fish for you today. But even just being here, man, it's like a adventure and nature, being outside in nature. It's awesome. Really like a, yeah. So why the YouTube channel and that, I don't know if you saw past episodes where I explain why I started the channel and that, and it's just taken off, you know. It's really growing from strength to strength, and I thank each and every one of you subscribers for subscribing, for all the views. As you know, the channel has been monetized now, so we're getting something back, and we're just throwing it back into the channel for now. We've got some exciting stuff we're working on. I want to oh, water's getting stronger. I'm pulling my pinky. I can actually feel him on the end of the line there. Yeah, so I want to launch my brand, Ken's Fishing, and take this to new heights. At the same time, I do work full-time, so I only do this whenever I'm free and on the weekends. Well, weekends mostly. It's the only time I get to do this. So even if I take long to respond to your comments, it's because I'm probably at work, busy, and also that's why the fewer uploads these days. I'm busy, and I can only, like I said, I only do this on the weekends. So that's just the water pulling it. So yeah, also with the comments, I like to comment or reply to your comments, and if I haven't for some reason or other, check your settings, because some guys I can't reply or respond to their comments. So just check your settings that you're allowing replies or comments, and yeah, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Got the Facebook group Ken's Fishing KZN South Coast. That's also growing quite nicely, so if you haven't checked that out, check it out and join us there as well. And please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. Let's grow together. Eric, why do you like fishing?
Hey, something to relax with.
In a
It takes
nutshell.
all the stress out of the day.
That's what I was
The
saying.
whole week.
So I was saying earlier on, besides the pull and the
Yeah,
thrill
well,
of the fish,
That's just a bonus.
that is a bonus, yeah. But the tranquility and just the peace
Hey,
of it, eh?
the peace and quiet and getting away from everything. Not having anything in your ears or
Yeah,
bugger all.
yeah,
Just to relax.
yeah. And we did this morning, even though no fish, it's lekker to be out here. As Derek was saying, west. I'm saying west is best. And your answer was,
West is best to stay at home.
yeah, no.
I've never caught a fish in the west.
Yeah,
Never.
lousy, yeah. Yeah, so guys, remember to like and subscribe. You guys can check the fish.
Yeah,
Okay.
they spotting for the fish.
Spotting, yeah. Hit that bell notification for notifications of new videos. And thanks again for the support. We appreciate it. Thanks Adam and Ziad for the caps and the stuff, tackle and net. Ciao for
Good
now.
one. And Brendan too for the reels, mate.
Oh yes, Brendan for the real services. Shot, mate. I nearly forgot. Next weekend, the 18th of September, is International Coastal Cleanup Day. So I actually saw that on a WhatsApp group post. Put Edward Saltwater group, the guys they were chatting. Dion's mentioned that they're going to be meeting at Splash Rock before 9 o'clock on Saturday morning, and you to rock up with a black bag, some gloves, obviously a mask, and they're going to clean up the beach there. If you can't make it to Splash Rock, then go to your nearest beach and do your bit for International Coastal Cleanup Day. I know I'm going to do my bit. I'll clean up the beaches that I visit, and yeah man, let's support this initiative and clean up our beaches. In fact, as we always say, don't wait for any special days as such. Just clean up after yourselves after every outing, and we'll have a much cleaner coastline.
actually chase yourself in the mornings
Yeah, true.
during the day when you're sitting at home.
Yeah, man. Hey, and TV is a waste of time.
Oh, no.
Unless you're watching Ken's fishing.
Yeah.